Good morning, everybody. This is Barry with Christenson Transportation, and we have another video for our Safety Takes Priority segment that we do. Today I want to talk about being considerate to your fellow drivers. I had a friend of mine that drives here, and I'll call him Alf. His name kind of rhymes with Alf. Anyway, I said, Alf, what bothers you? And he says, people not doing pre-trips, people picking up trailers where there's an obvious defect, whether it's a leaking hub, a light out, a mud flap hanging, whatever it was. It didn't happen while I was sitting there, so obviously the person that pulled it in and dropped it left their issue for the next guy to deal with. And this seems to be a common mentality of, I don't have time to do that. I got to go here. I got to do that. Well, do you really think the next person that didn't pull that trailer and didn't get paid the miles that pulled that trailer, do you think it's fair that they spend their time fixing what you dropped? Because in my experience, the drivers that call me complaining the most about that are also the driver that did it 3 or 4 times in a row to the people before. So, it's kind of like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So the topic, the point of it all is let's be considerate. Your time for you is no more valuable than the next person's time to them. And especially when it becomes an issue with delivering the loads. It could be a tight load, not a hot load, just a tight load. I need to get it and I need to move. Well, if I got to show up and have a tire replaced and it's 3 hours waiting on a tire vendor to show up somewhere, you may or may not make on-time delivery, and that's not fair at all. That's the frustrating part, is it never happens. We never go pick the trailer up at the end of our shift and say, okay, well, I guess I'll wait 3 hours. I'm home on a 10-hour break anyway. It's when we're going to go to work that we pick the trailers up and we find the issue that was left by the previous driver. So, let's I like to say, take the high road. Do what's right, and feel good about it, and know that you're not the person creating issues for the next. And if everybody does that, guess what? Everybody fixes their own problems, and it's not left for the next person, and everybody's treated the same, and everybody, treats their co-driver with respect and the way they would want to be treated. So keep that in mind when you're dropping. A lot of times, I will say, hey, let's see who had it. Let me tell you who your friend is that dropped that off. Or I'll call you up and say, hey, Alf is now having to wait 3 hours, and that's not fair. I don't want to be that one. I don't want to be the tattletale. I don't want to be calling you up. So take me out of the equation. Fix the equipment before you drop it. Like I said, your time's no more important than the next person's. So keep up the good work. Love one another. Whatever you want to do. Thanks for being at Christenson. Thanks for making this the place where the truckers truck and safety takes priority.